Shawn Finch built his name on 90 Day Fiancé as the hairstylist with the warmest smile on the show. Fans trusted him with their laughs, their tears, and every messy moment of love in paradise. But this week, that same trust is being tested. Shawn just shared news that stopped fans mid-scroll, and it has nothing to do with romance. But first, a walk in the park takes a heavy turn.
I have a skin cancer on my face, and I will have to have a surgery in the...
On June 29, 2026, Shawn posted an Instagram reel that started like any other day. He is walking in the park with his dog Maxwell. Then his tone shifts.
A little tiny dot can mean a whole big portion of your face needs to be re-altered and cut out, so...
He explains he was getting ready to launch a podcast when his doctors called with what he describes as a little bad news. That bad news is skin cancer on his face. Surgery is scheduled for the following week.
So I decided maybe I'd take you guys on my journey with this because I could wind up being pretty...
The setting is what makes this hit different. There is no studio lighting, no dramatic music, just a guy walking his dog delivering the kind of update that changes everything. That contrast between the peaceful park and the heavy words is exactly why this clip spread so fast. Fans are not used to seeing Shawn this exposed, and that rawness is what made people stop scrolling and actually watch the whole thing twice.
Messed up from it. I had this once before, or actually two removed from my face, and so I think I'll show you guys.
But this time is different. He has been here before. This is not new territory for Shawn. He has already had 2 cancerous spots removed from his face in the past. He knows exactly what surgery, recovery, and the fear in between actually feel like. This is not a first diagnosis where the shock is brand new. This is round 3, and he is walking into it already knowing what it costs, physically and mentally. He described those earlier experiences as traumatic, and he is not sugarcoating what could be coming this time either. Shawn told fans he plans to document this journey, and he warned them directly that he might end up pretty messed up from it. That is a hard thing to say out loud about your own face, especially for someone whose entire career is built on making people look and feel their best in front of a camera.
What I went through with that is pretty traumatic, so the 90-day lifestyle isn't all about...
That is the part people are not talking about enough. Skin cancer surgery on the face is unpredictable. A spot that looks small on the surface can require doctors to remove a much bigger section of tissue just to be sure they got all of it. It is not always a simple in and out procedure. Sometimes it means real reconstruction, real healing time, and a face that looks different in the mirror for a while before it settles back into something familiar. Shawn knows this because he has lived it twice already, and now he is walking into round 3 with his eyes open. Anyone who has gone through a procedure like this once will tell you the second and third time do not get easier, just because you know what to expect. If anything, knowing makes the waiting harder. But instead of hiding, he went public. A lot of people in the public eye would keep something like this private. Slip away quietly, get the surgery done, come back once everything looks normal again, and let fans assume nothing ever happened. Shawn did the opposite. He sat with his nerves on camera and let people see them, unfiltered, before the surgery even happened, before he had any idea how it would go. He talked openly about being scared. He pointed out that being part of the 90-day lifestyle is not just cosmetic changes and glow-ups. Sometimes it means real medical procedures, the kind that are about saving your life, not improving your look. That one line reframes everything fans think they know about reality television glamour. It is easy to watch these shows and only see the fun parts, the weddings, the trips, the drama. Shawn's video is a reminder that these are real people carrying real problems long after the cameras stop rolling for the day. Instead of disappearing to deal with this quietly, he turned his platform into something useful. He is using the moment to push a message that goes beyond his own story. In his caption, right next to a photo from one of his earlier MOHS surgeries, he wrote it in caps so nobody could miss it. "Wear that sunscreen, people." That is not just a caption. That is a warning built from personal pain. He is not asking for sympathy, He is asking people to actually book that dermatologist appointment they keep putting off, the one most people ignore until something forces them not to. That is not just a caption. That is a warning built from personal pain. But the fans did not stay quiet either. The comment section under Shawn's reel filled up fast. Prayers, encouragement, and messages of love came pouring in from every corner of the 90-Day Fiancé community. People who have never met him in person are treating this like news about a close friend. And that says everything about how connected fans feel to him after everything they have watched him go through. It makes sense why fans are this worried. The cancer is on his face, which means there is a real chance it changes how he looks, and that is a hard thing to sit with in public. Faces are personal. Faces are what people recognize you by, what shows up in every photo, every video, every scene he films for work. Add in his history with 2 prior surgeries, and doing this a 3rd time hits different. This is not an abstract health scare. This is a pattern, and patterns are what scare people the most, because they raise the question of what happens the next time and the time after that. There is also the personal connection. Fans followed Shawn through his relationship story with Aliyah. They watched him navigate a public journey filled with real emotion, real vulnerability, real growth. That kind of history builds attachment, and attachment is exactly why so many people feel like this news happened to someone they actually know. You do not spend years watching someone's life unfold on screen and then feel nothing when they tell you they are scared. That is why the comments are not just generic well wishes. Many are personal, referencing moments from the show, thanking him for his honesty, telling him they are praying specifically for a clean recovery. But the story is still only just beginning. Right now, the podcast Shawn was planning to launch is on hold. Health comes first, and he made that clear without needing to spell it out. The timing is almost cruel. A new project paused right at the moment it was supposed to start, right when he was probably the most excited about it. As for outside coverage, there has not been a wave of major entertainment outlets picking this up yet. No big TMZ-style headline, no wall-to-wall press, no breaking news chyron. Right now, this story is living where it started, on Shawn's own account and across 90-Day Fiancé fan pages and news communities. Sometimes the most personal stories stay personal, carried forward by the people who genuinely care instead of outlets chasing a quick headline for clicks. What Shawn has promised is more updates. He wants to share this journey, surgery and all, and that likely means more reels, more honesty, and maybe even content for that podcast once he is ready to pick it back up. Fans are already saying in the comments that they plan to follow every step of it, surgery day included. But behind the headline is a bigger warning. This is bigger than one celebrity health update. It is a reminder that skin cancer is common, it is serious, and catching it early makes a real difference. Doctors have said for years that sun damage builds up quietly over decades before it ever shows up as something dangerous, which is exactly why so many people ignore it until it is too late to ignore. Shawn sharing his story, twice removed spots and all, gives that warning a face people already trust. It also strips away the reality TV layer for a second. Fans watch these cast members fall in love, deal with drama, and live out big moments on screen. And it is easy to forget there is a whole life happening off camera too. Moments like this show there is a real person behind all of it, dealing with real fear and real medical decisions, the same as anyone else. The cameras stop rolling, but the doctor's appointments do not, and neither does the fear of waiting for test results. For now, all anyone can do is hope for a smooth surgery and a full recovery. Shawn has already shown he plans to keep his fans close through it, one honest update at a time. And that transparency is exactly why so many people are rallying behind him right now, sending love from every corner of the fandom. His openness may also encourage others to stop putting off routine skin checks or dismissing changes they notice on their bodies. A simple appointment can sometimes lead to early answers and better outcomes. While nobody wants to hear news like this, conversations about prevention and awareness can make a lasting impact. Shawn's experience is a reminder that health does not wait for the perfect moment to become a priority either. Shawn's strength in sharing this is a reminder that even our favorite TV faces deal with real struggles behind the smiles we see on screen. Wishing him a safe surgery and a full recovery. Wear your sunscreen, stay tuned for updates, and don't forget to subscribe.